Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And here they come, guys. We're going to talk about all of these mainstream media journalists jumping ship or getting gone in some way. And it seems like a lot of them are going to alternative platforms, platforms that they demonized for the longest time. So we got Taylor Lorenz going to Substack, which if you remember correctly, now I don't think she's actually said as much, but her peers were saying that Substack was for Nazis. And you can't use Substack because all the Nazis on Substack.
Well, she's leaving the Washington Post and starting, I mean, it sounds to me like somebody may have gone.
Yeah,
Possibly, maybe.
I think she got fired or laid off or something because she
we
has.
don't know that, but I'm saying it feels like that's what happened.
It feels like that's what happened because I mean this is a downgrade, right? This is like hey, I'm leaving my cushy CEO job to become a consultant.
Yeah,
or something.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Those things, yeah.
So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about some other journalists that are looking to jump ship, I believe, or they know that their time is limited, including Paul Tassi, who's been going after YouTubers lately. And
trying to do his own YouTube.
Then we had this incident the other day with this Jordan Midler, who is a video game journalist, podcaster.
Who?
Yeah, I don't know. VGC News, right? Going after another YouTuber, Vera Dark, because she said she thinks that gaming journalists should play through the games before they review them, and he had a fit about that. But
it is kind of. They really can't post a whole unedited playthrough. I don't see how that could be the case. Plus, they're got to play some, but a lot of times they get stuff up, they can't play the entire game.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. We'll talk about this. There are many layers to this, but basically,
at least try to play it.
Yeah, at least try to play it, right? But I think what is going on here is a lot of these people, these mainstream media journalists, they know their time is limited. One way or another, they're going to get gone, and they're trying to jump ship. And this is what I believe it's all been about the whole time. The reason they've been attacking YouTubers as much as they have been is because they themselves want to be the influencers. They want to jump ship. They're angry that there are people out there covering news, giving their hot takes or whatever, and getting paid, and in many cases getting paid significantly more than they're getting paid. And how very dare they? How dare they do an end run around the system? I went to journalism school.
Right. You need to pay me. and she wants like $70 a year or $7 a month to read her 1 to 3 times a week email. Well,
speaking of which, you can give that money to Clownfish Minus. You can go to clownfishminus.com. And we've got exclusive podcasts and content over there. We're still trying to work out a plan going forward, but you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for the support. Also, if you're going to buy merchandise in our store, if you are a Clownfish Minus member, you get a discount on that as well. But anybody can buy stuff. We can play that game too, right? But this is where everything's going. Everything's going behind a paywall now. Out of necessity, the ad rates are really, really bad. I can't stress to you how bad the ad rates are. And not necessarily, I mean, YouTube's not great compared to where it was a couple of years ago, but these websites, they are collapsing.
It is weird to me when a lot of advertising is going to video, and YouTube is one of the big places that money's going, that the rates during an election year, the rates are so low. But, I digress.
Yeah,
we're going to see record profits next month from a certain owner of a certain place where our videos are found.
There's some weird stuff going on, and I mean, personally think that maybe there are some inaccuracies in the advertising revenue reporting. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, this has come from Deadline. So why is Taylor Lorenz getting an article in Deadline when she's just a journalist working for the Washington Post?
Publicist?
Yeah, because she has a book deal. She has this book.
A book deal about what?
About people who are online too much and influencers. So,
whoa. Extremely Online, the untold story of fame, influence, and power on the internet. You mean from her perspective or somebody else's perspective? I was going to say, because it's like, I love how she points fingers at everybody else while doing the exact same thing. That's called hypocrisy.
For over a decade, she's been the authority on internet culture.
According to who? According to herself.
According to herself. Yeah. So she is
my
getting
God.
gone.
Do I get money, Simon and Schuster, for writing a book about bullshit just like this person does? But you literally, like what our son says, it's with people that set their own kitchens on fire, then put it out, and then say that they're a hero. That's what she reminds me of, because she literally has gotten herself in so much trouble and gotten sued, hasn't she? For comments that she made?
She's gotten in trouble. I know she's gotten in hot water. She's the one that, I believe she's the one that doxed the libs of TikTok, showed up at her house. And yeah, so
I thought there was a thing too where she caused somebody to supposedly like lose a client or something. Yeah, she got sued about that talent agent thing. I think they dismissed it though later, but I don't know. But I mean, I don't think they did. I think the agency did, or the agent did. I'm not really sure what happened there, but I know there was a lawsuit over it. Let's just,
So there have been some legal entanglements, but yeah, so apparently they're saying on the Washington Post that she is leaving on her own. I think she probably knows the end is coming one way or another.
Why would you leave a job at the Washington Post? Which I'm saying she's probably getting paid a bunch because,
I'm sure she is,
look, I mean, I'm so important. It's weird. I don't know for sure what happened, but it sounds like, there might have been some budgetary cuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Restructuring, wink, wink.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. I think what happens is, a lot of times they will let people go, but they'll put a spin on it to make it look better for them, because again, this is a downgrade for her to leave a cushy job at the Washington Post to go to Substack and, give it a try on her own. I mean, I'm just saying, like that now you're slumming it with the plebs, right? Mm-hmm. The plebs and the Nazis. You have to rattle that tin cup to get people to subscribe to your newsletter. Deadline says, she's leaving. She's departing the media outlet for her own Substack publication, described as a user magazine. We live in a world where politicians can post their way into office.
Or sleep their way in.
Memes fuel our stock market. That's not untrue. And online culture and mainstream culture are so deeply intertwined, it's impossible to tell where one ends and the other begins.
But thank God she's here to tell you what to think. Because she's an influencer and she understands it so much that she gets her own book.
Her publication, User Mag, will report...
Oh, God. Can't.
So
she's so creative too. Did I mention that?
On the people and movements that are steering tech and internet culture from weird online phenomena to under the radar trends. So basically, you want to be boing boing, but like 25
under
years
the
later.
radar trends. That be basically
to
what
content
she thinks.
Shit! Here we go. To content creators, platform developments, policy initiatives, and powerful forces that shape our online world. Or YouTubers. She doesn't do very well on YouTube.
Yeah, she does it. So she spends all her time, pissing and moaning about those who do.
So she has a podcast with Vox Media, Power User.
I get so mad about these people. Like, if I start telling everybody I'm really powerful, does that mean it makes it true because I say so? Like, time I ever heard of her is because people are bringing up what basically ambulance chaser she kind of was. That's what the way they described it. And so I was like, that's the only reason I knew about her, because she kept getting in trouble and she kept kind of being a bitch. That's all I knew about her.
She probably has a PR.
I never heard of her before that.
No, all I know is she was going out of her way to cause problems for YouTubers.
So does that mean I'm a powerhouse influencer too? So I should get a book deal and my own podcast and everything else?
Sure.
I'm just saying.
Hey, we got the agent. You can do it. You can do it. You can be Geeky Sparkles Power Top.
I said that as a joke earlier. I'm Power Top. And the look for my daughter, she's just
that's your new podcast.
She's
Power
like, what?
Top. Anyway, she said she's operated in a weird liminal space, often labeled as an influencer or content creator as much as a journalist. Troublemaker.
I call her content creator before I call her a journalist, but okay.
And I am. I always have been both. The legacy media is not set up for people like me.
People that, legacy media doesn't want to get lawsuits.
Oh my God, Taylor. Oh my God, I can't believe she said this. The truth is that in today's media environment, these distinctions are meaningless. We are all part of the same media ecosystem.
Oh, well, now that when it benefits her, we're all part of the same ecosystem. Mm-hmm.
We can all have a voice online. So this is kind of where I want to dovetail into some of these other cases here. So Paul Tassi from Forbes, who I used to think was pretty solid, and he's just been off his rocker lately. And I think I know what this is about. Like, he's going after Star Wars YouTubers, I think, because he knows they'll make a bunch of videos about him. He has a YouTube channel.
Guilty.
He has a YouTube channel. He's trying to build up his YouTube channel. I think he's trying to build up his YouTube channel because he knows eventually Forbes will get rid of him. Because all these publications are cutting people, and he wants to have a fallback. If that doesn't work,
I mean, to be fair, that's fair. You know,
that's 100% fair.
I don't blame him. That's smart. That's what we keep telling people to do.
But here's some friendly, but and we saw this with there's another the CBR guy. What was that? Anthony Gramuglia. He went and started a YouTube channel too after he attacked YouTubers. So let me tell you. Let me give you a little hint here. Going after other YouTubers is not a good look if you want to be a YouTuber, right? Mm-hmm. Because YouTubers, it's kind of like what they say about family. Like you can fight with your family, but if somebody else from the outside comes in, then you guys all get together and, kick their ass. From where I'm sitting as a YouTuber, when these people from the outside start attacking YouTubers, even if we don't all get along or know each other or whatever, we're all going to kind of clan up to take your ass out because it just looks like the mainstream media is trying to come in and, cause some damage. And it's not a good look. Like I really, truly, if you want to thrive in this space, dude, you need to knock it the fuck off. In my opinion, that's my opinion. But yeah, he's been going after you. He just went after Vera Dark today, and she put this out. Now this is what we'll talk about this. This is kind of like, I do believe the gaming journos need to at least post some proof that they played these games.
I agree.
Because a lot of times you see these, like IGN especially, they'll put together this review and all it is like stock footage. Like you got that from the trailer.
I agree.
You did a voiceover. It's bland enough that, it's like, oh yeah, this game has really good graphics and stuff. And here's just like, you just keep like playing the trailer on loop. I agree they should have to play the game.
I agree too.
But it's unrealistic to expect them to upload the entire game.
I agree, but I think she's right in the fact that you're given codes and stuff and you're supposed to be giving a fair review. Then you should at least prove that you played it, yes. And I don't disagree.
Yeah. And, back in the day, I mean, God, because I'm old, I'm thinking like EGM, like you knew those guys played the games because there wasn't anything to lift from, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it was like they were the authority. And when they're talking about specific things in the game, damn well they actually played the game. But so she's getting all kinds of shit from gaming journos now too.
I mean, I think asking them to play the whole unedited playthrough is kind of it's going to be too difficult. I do agree it's too difficult, but I do also agree to her point. You should prove you're getting these codes for free. You should prove you actually played it before you're giving out reviews.
We've actually gotten on the gaming channel. We've gotten codes, and I don't know if we've actually we'll do playthroughs or we'll do like an hour or two but we disclose, hey, they gave us this code. And they don't, since it's us, right? We're not trusted media, even though I worked as a fucking journalist for years.
And an editor. Right? And we technically own our own media company, but whatever.
Because we're YouTubers, we're not real journos. But yeah, we don't actually get Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic or anything like that. Like we've had reviews up on the Clownfish TV site, and I don't think they've ever been picked up because they're like, oh, they're just YouTubers. Well, now they all want to come over here and slum it with us, don't they? Isn't this weird? It's very, very weird. Now we're all gonna sing Kumbaya, right? We're all part of the ecosystem.
Nope, not gonna happen.
So yeah, there's a lot of this. Like, oh my God, he just goes on and on.
I said, I was like, who?
Yeah. I don't even know who this guy is. I'm gonna be honest, but sometimes doing this is against the terms of receiving the majority review codes. They don't want you leaking the whole game, but you should at least prove to the viewer, the player, whatever, that you actually do play these games. Because you get a lot of people. It's like, did you play the game?
Yeah, but that is a valid point, though. You can't leak the entire thing. Yeah, that is true. A lot of times there are stipulations and there are guidelines. That is true. But I do agree that you should at least be able to prove that you played it. Yeah. Which I don't disagree with her on that.
Yeah, I just think, well, here we go. Yeah, this person here, Gary D. 99% of gaming journalists today are just activists who weren't good enough to make it to CNN, New York Times, Washington Post, etc. There are only like one or two people in the industry who are actually doing journalistic work. And they get overlooked, I think. I think what happens is you get people like Taylor and Paul now, who suck all the oxygen out of the room, or you get, Alyssa Mercanti or any of these people. And it's just like, it's just all this drama around the personality. And I used to think that, but again, I mean, that's the internet, right? Like you have to have, I mean, people like to watch a fire. They like to watch a dumpster fire, right?
Yeah, well, that sums up a lot of people.
But there we go, guys. They are coming. They're coming for our gerbs.
Well, wasn't she like doing TikTok before? But now
she was doing TikTok. She tried doing YouTube.
I know,
she did very well at YouTube.
Anthony was doing TikTok too.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to go to YouTube because they don't pay you worth crap on TikTok.
No, but yeah, and same with YouTube. If you do shorts, like there's like hardly any money in it. But what's funny about it is, I think because they were spending so much time, there were some of these journalists that were spending so much time attacking YouTubers. And I think we actually said in a couple of videos, we're like, just go make your own channel, right?
Yeah, so I'm saying I'm not going to get too mad that they're doing it because we told them to
go make your own channel.
At least they're trying to do something that's outside of the system. So,
right.
Give them that.
But I'm going to tell you, like, if you're going to be one of us, you don't shit where you eat. So I would cool it with the attack in the YouTubers if you want to be a YouTuber. That's just some friendly advice. All right, we got to wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Join the reef. Go to clownfish-.com. That's clownfish-.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfish-.com. Thank you so much for the support.